So, a victim of association? Coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So if you watch my videos long enough, you know that I've always talked about, the issue of people being caught up in ghetto ratchet, nonsense, and violence. There are two main ways in which a person can get caught up in that. And that's number one, they are out here living that life, or they are associated with, or they hang around people who are out there living that life. In this case, I'm talking about those people who are associated with or hang out with those people who are out there living their life, They surround themselves with them people. Well, I'm pretty sure by now everybody is familiar with a rapper by the name of Lil Ronnie. Well, of course, he was killed. He and his 5-year-old daughter was killed by two gunmen as they were ambushed at a car wash in the DFW area. I believe this was in Forthworth. Basically, the gunmen ambushed him, and he first fired at his vehicle, in which he ran, and the daughter was in the vehicle. Now, it appears to me that he was trying to draw the fire away from the vehicle, and he doubled back off in the distance, in which they basically ambushed him, and they chased him down, and they fired and shot him, and then they left. And you can see in the video, he got up, appearing to try to go back to the vehicle to check on his daughter, in which he just collapsed and he died. And it was, by the way, again, she never really had a chance. The way they fired shots in the vehicle, and they showed the police report of all of the bullet casings, and it's like, my God, they just didn't care who was there, because there could have been other people who could have lost their lives just being in an area. But reportedly, he basically had nothing to do with it. This was all a matter of someone who he's associated with, could possibly be one of his boys, supposedly robbed a dice game, and these gentlemen couldn't find the boy, so they came after him. Now, I never listened to his music before, but what I'm hearing, he's also been rapping about all of that gang stuff and being hard. So perhaps maybe he was out there living that life too, but in this case, he's a victim of association, because they came after him for what somebody else did that he's around, which is why it's important that you know who the people you're hanging around, and you don't want to bring that nonsense like that around you and your children and your family. Now, I'm hoping and praying that those gunmen didn't know that the child was there with him in the car. That they have some level of honor about them, because they used to be, even with the most harshest thug up, N-words, at least they had some honor about them. When they would say if they were going after some dude and they see him with his kids or his family, they would just give him a pass, and they say, well, we'll catch him next time. I'm hoping and praying that these guys have some level of honor about them, even though it really doesn't matter, because they still killed her. But let's hope and pray that we have some type of honor, where these dudes aren't just going up just shooting kids too as well. But who knows with niggas? Who knows? But in closing, I have a question. I want to know, where's the outrage? Where is all of the outrage, all of the bitch moaning and whining that you hear from black folks when a black person is killed by a police officer or a white person? Like, where's BLM? If Black Lives Matter, those are two black lives right there. Where's BLM? Right? Where is Al Sharpton or Benjamin Crump? Right? Why weren't they at the press conference or on this? Or where is the press conference from black folks, as they always have when Al and Benjamin Crump shows up, when they all up and supposedly enraged? All the black people that's always crying about Tamir Rice, all the black folks who are always crying about You know, Trayvon Martin, even though he was killed by an Hispanic person, not a white person or a police officer, where's the outcry? I need to know where all these people are, because if it was a white person, some skinheads, some quote unquote neo-Nazis that ambushed this man and killed him and his child, oh, there'd be a rage, it would be international known. It'd be, this story we would never hear the end of it. But when this situation, nobody has nothing to say. Then when you say black folks only respond when there's something race to cry about, everybody will say no, you're wrong. But here's another example of blacks losing their lives at the hands of other blacks, and in this case also a kid was involved, a child, and nobody's enraged, nobody got nothing to say. That same is so sad. You know, why would they do this? And this is so senseless. You know, that stuff, not that nonsense like this, but we never hear the rage. Anyway, like I said, y'all, it's really a sad incident that this child lost their life. You know, we can't really cry about him like talking about it, because we don't know the life he was living, but that child didn't live that life. And another example of just senseless violence in a black community amongst black people, of killing ourselves. You know, we, us, because I know they love this we, us stuff. We are killing ourselves and nobody cares. The only time that they care is if there's something race to cry about. It's really, truly sad. Anyway, thoughts and prayers goes out to their family. You know, the family. But man, if we ever stop crying about the white man, and then we can start dealing with the black man, and we can end senseless nonsense like this. Anyway, y'all, as always, until next time.